Go study narcissism. And just remember that narcissism is Satanism's name for itself. So what you're reading is psychopathy in general is the name for Satan. It's the flesh validation, the excuse for what people are. What we already know, what we've known forever, way before people were able to lie about everything and create a whole world based around their stupid-ass manipulations that are nothing. They're nothing. Nothing you believe is true, because it's all a manipulation of God's truth. To know the truth is to live in it and experience it, not to talk about it. You liars. You're a liar. That's why you talk. That's why you have words, so you can lie. Words called schizophrenia. And narcissism is the best way to learn about this shit, because then you understand how the devil acts, because it tells you. The devil tells you. Humans tell you. It's all there, right for you to see, and they're in denial of it, so they're never going to see it. They know it, but they're never going to see it. They prove it. They're a contradiction. They expose themselves in many ways. And that's what you would tell yourself to validate your own flesh worship, that they expose themselves. They ain't never done a fucking thing, and neither have you. God's divine, perfect justice and creation exposes them. It turns them into a paradox, which is exactly what they should be. You are exactly what God would make you into if you denied God's truth and you live a lie. Your life's a lie. You are the contradiction. Everything you do is backwards. You believe that it does something and it does the opposite. You believe you could curse me and you would bless me, because I don't believe in your lies. I don't believe in fairy tales. I don't believe in God, because God is real, homie. You don't have to believe in something unless it's a lie. Anyways, go study narcissism, and it explains how the vessel of Satan acts. Because if you wanted to call it something in the fleshy world of carnal flesh validation, Satan is our collective consciousness, and we are the vessel, and we have to do things to end up that way, so we are completely to blame. They know not what they do because they identify with their false self. Their true self knew what to do, and they went against their true self and became the rogue entity known as Satan, the collective, the human with dominion. Humans named themselves humans. But no, the loser narcissist was writing back as I was messaging him, and then I sent him that message, long message, to tell him the truth, that, he's showing faith by even trusting me at all, and then he would deny it and claim that I was weak in his mind to validate his fucking weak mind state and to destroy his life. And what happened with the loser, the little child? What happened? What do you think happened? If you knew anything about narcissism and about Satanism, you would know what happened. He read the message and then left it on read to validate his flesh worship. The son of a bitch really believes he could devalue me and would destroy his life to try to validate himself by devaluing someone that is above him in every way, that he is well aware of, too. And I didn't decide this. He decided it. When he decided to see his brother as his enemy, he started sinking into hell a long time ago. And I just been ascending my whole life while these people try to drag me down. And a child of God's good nature makes them a scapegoat. It makes them predisposed to falling victim to the manipulation, because they can't identify with psychopathy because it's contradicting to everything. It's completely fucking ridiculous. And you can't even probably comprehend it. I know you can't. I couldn't. That's why I didn't know what people were, and I couldn't, because I couldn't identify with it. I projected my good shit on them, God's grace on them that shines through my life, and they knew it. My whole life is my testimony. Everything, my whole life that I remember, conscious life, is my testimony, and I've always been blessed with the grace of God, because the decision was made for me already to identify with the truth. That's what's me. That's God. That's what's in me. It's the only thing that has ever been in me and driven me for everything. I've always isolated from idiots. I've always known people were full of shit. I didn't know they were Satan because the world made me not believe in it. It actually did the opposite of what narcissism does. That it made me not believe in fairy tales, but the goal is to make you believe in them. That way you can fall victim to human beings, because they have no power until you give it to them and believe their lies. But for me, it made me not believe in fairy tales. It made me a fucking straight cut truther. Like, I can't fuck with shit if it's not the truth. And it made me pursue spirituality, because that's my natural ascension. And my lack of belief in fairy tales made it where when I acknowledged God, I've slowly learned the actual truth of everything. And immediately when I acknowledged God, everything went to shit. The devil started attacking me, and was already, because I had shown empathy to these animals, and they want to destroy you for showing God's love in this world. And the devil pointed me to narcissism, God really, so I could see the truth in everything and find the whole truth and not just half, and be victimized by the devil. So my belief in having to experience the truth, which is the only truth, it can only be experienced, and can only be experienced by your true self, the one that identifies with God. The only you, not the false one that you create through your dominion. But that lack of belief in fairy tales and a lack of belief in the flesh lies allowed me to be protected from gang stalking and dumbass shit like that. Oh, and it happened. The betrayals happened. The gang stalking happened. All of those things happened in so many fucking crazy ways that would have put you in the ground, ways that you would have never made it back from. You'd be in a mental institution. But I was blissful because of God, because of my relationship to the truth. So when I experienced God, I knew it was real immediately, and I knew it was God, and I never will turn my back on that. I know it's true. I lived through it. And I'm a bad motherfucker when it comes down to this carnal world. I'm the epitome of everything that you wish you were, and it's obvious that that's the case because you're jealous as fuck. And I'm a master musician, and now I have God, and now I'm not after anything, no success, no nothing. You could never pull me into the lies and take control over me. Never. I will never flash validate. I've had to learn it all the hard way. I love God now. I'm in love with God. God is amazing. I don't even like to call it God because it devalues it, but I don't devalue God because I love God. So I give infinite glory. It's the only thing to do. And once you finally do it, your life changes and your soul changes. Everything changes. Everything. It gets hard because you have to ascend. You have to figure out the truth. You have to deny flesh. And you have to find the truth. And I'm here to tell you so you don't have to go through all that bullshit. Because let's be honest, most people don't make it through it because they end up denying God because of the lies and the evil in this world that controls you. And it makes you believe in the lie. It takes your freedom from you, your true freedom from God, that God gives you, your blessings, your love. It makes you judge yourself, man, because God is real and natural and not here. You're here. You're connected to God. So when you judge yourself like that, you destroy yourself. You end up worshiping yourself and destroying everything because you believe in the lie. It's a byproduct of stupidity. And the truth could be talked about for eons, infinite time. I could talk about this stuff and it never get it through to you because the words can explain God's creation and greatness a million infinite ways because it's a spectrum of lies. Words are weights and weapons, but they can be wings if used by someone like me, someone that knows the truth and identifies and gives glory to God no matter where they're at, no matter what they're doing. I can do whatever I want now because I'm righteous and I love God. And if it brings me peace, then it brings peace to the world because I spread peace and love, and I always have. I spread truth. I can't live any other way, and people hate me for it, and they always have, so I'll always be isolated. My success will come from God. It will be abundance, and it will be in a way that can't be taken from me. It will be in a way that either people can't touch me and they have to live in the jealousy and the hate. They have to see my blessings, or it will be in a way that is perfect, which is most likely the truth. It'll be in a way that separates me from these idiots and that never lets them see it. That way they just, because they'll forget. Because that's what egoic flesh validators do. They see everything as an object, so they forget it. It doesn't even exist to them. They throw it away. They steal your energy that they need to survive because we need each other, and then they fucking destroy you, throw you away. Especially men. Because men have natural empathy and were created of God, and women were created of man. So women are supposed to follow suit with a man of God, but there's no men of God in this world. And the ones that are, they're still believing lies and stupid shit. So they're being paid in this world by Satan. And Satan gives and takes from them all the time, takes their money and gives it, takes it, gives it, takes it. You're interchangeable for Satan, for the dominion, for what Satan really is. You're a vessel. You're interchangeable, and you will be discarded by Satan, just like all things from a narcissist. You will be discarded. You will be scapegoated. And the best part about it is you've exposed yourself. Everything that I talk about is from carnal knowledge that you have shared, that we all know that it's infinite. We have infinite wisdom of this realm because we are of God, and we have dominion over it. We're responsible for it. So human beings have used that knowledge combined with their ignorance to prove everything, prove God exists, prove everything. And they would blame me and attack me just because it's impossible for them to deny the lie because they are Satan. They're losers. They're done. There's nothing new under the sun. You experience the truth, and the truth is this reality, and you and God, and you're the devil. And when it's all over, all the nukes and everything in this world will turn this world into brimstone and fire, into a lake of fire, and you will remain here as a soul. You will be here. And let me reiterate, it's not a fairy tale. It's going to happen naturally. So it's most likely going to happen through Neuralink. They're going to take your soul, put it in a fucking something else, and it's going to remain here forever, for an eternity, with a memory of everything that you've ever done, every mistake you've ever made, all the glory of God that you missed out on. It will happen naturally, and the rapture will happen naturally, and all the good people will be going back to source, back to peace with their experience. If they were good people, you're going to retain your experience, and then you're going to be a real God. You're going to be a true God with an experience. And that is just, it was just further ascension. The whole world, everything in this realm, everything is meant to ascend like that, and it will, no matter what. The truth is unwavering and will not be moved. You will break yourself against it. When it does move, it will ascend, and the foundation will still remain, so you will still be running into it, stuck at the bottom, while the wall ascends, and you have nothing to grab onto to climb it, because it ain't a ladder. Because chaos is a ladder with no rungs.